lot of sacrifices that we make because you believe in the mission. And
what's the mission? Can you do the whole creed for me?
the whole, like...
Yeah, if you can, if you don't mind.
Sure. It is my duty as a pararescueman to save life and aid the injured. I'll be prepared at all times to perform my assigned duties quickly and efficiently, placing these duties before personal desires and comforts. These things we do that others may live. My name is Brian Silva. What I do for a living is I've been a pararescueman for 12 years, or was a pararescueman for 12 years, and I started out in 2005. As far as a pararescue training, I got to INDOC, which is the selection course for pararescue, in 2015, and I was there for 3 years. You know, I had a scholarship to college, like a full ride and everything, to one of the colleges. I withdrew from college and I hated it. I partied all the time, and I wasn't doing anything in my life. And then my recruiter showed me a video of pararescue, and it was a video of guys, some of the Iceland PJs that were out there, you know, jumping out of helicopters, being hoisted up and down. They're messing with the patients and, you know, fixing up guys, bringing them back home and stuff. And I was like, all right, I can get behind something like that. I mean, you're just going out to save people's lives, and that's the mission every single time. Like, why wouldn't I do that?
Pretty sure I told you guys to show up as a team, right?
You said convoy there, sir.
Show up as a team.
Yes, sir.
All right, drop.
Yes, sir.
Drop! Why you guys dropped? You guys are in for a rude awakening whenever you guys actually get to selection. All these things that we're talking about, accountability of your guys, this little sleep, this isn't bad at all. This is you guys still staying in a house. You're not getting shot at. You're not sleeping out in the cold. You guys had a warm bed or floor or couch, wherever you're sleeping. And this is just the start of the day. You need to start thinking through your decisions. All the things that you do are gonna add up throughout the day. And I told you guys this is gonna be a worse day than yesterday.
Exercise, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You guys will say 1, there'll be a slight pause, and continue. Booyah?
Booyah!
Team,
Ready!
exercise.
6!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
8!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The reason why I run this current program now, I think partly because there's a lack of knowledge out there, definitely for pararescue, and that's one of the things that I want to bring to light is all the things that these pararescuemen are doing. Pararescuemen as a whole is one of the smallest special operations entities out there. Like there are thousands of SEALs, thousands of Green Berets, there are only a couple hundred PJs or CCTs.
In your mask, Barry. Everyone is waiting on you. Put water in your mask.
We try to squeeze as much of what the experience at INDOC or selection would be like into these 2 days. This is what life is going to be like. It doesn't need to be a secret. You need to just know that this is what you're going to be doing when you go to selection.
Dip your face in the water if you have to. Hurry up. Who's going to lead this team? Cobra's not doing it. Who's going to lead this team?
Sound up! There should be no reason why I'm louder than all of you guys. Sound up! Hurry up! Fill your map! The team's still going while you're taking a break.
Pararescue men are typically attached to all the missions that, like the Osama bin Laden raid, a lot of the other popular raids where they're taking down high-level targets. There's almost always a PJ or a combat controller that's on target with these guys. These guys are going out, they're saving thousands of guys downrange in multiple missions all the time. For a person to do this kind of job, it's not because they're not concerned as much about themselves, more concerned about the people next to them.
Catch up, John. Catch up, John.
Stop running till the day is gone. Hey, hey, you can't stop. The red beret. Hey, hey, you can't stop. The red beret. Hey, hey, you can't stop. Killing machine. Hey, hey, you can't stop. Killing machine. Hey, hey, you can't stop. Was that me? Maroon beret. Hey, hey, you can't stop. Maroon beret. All right. So he was standing right here next to you guys. Obviously, you didn't call the area when he came up. That's why you're dropped.
Booyah, sir.
If there's another instructor in the area, you should have called it for him, but also you shouldn't call it for another instructor if there's already an instructor in the area. Got it?
Down up. 8. Down up. 9. Down up. 10. Down up.
Do those last 4 over again. You guys are not staying together. Watch the team leader. Stay in synchrony.
Team, the count is 2-0. Going on 2-1.
Booyah!
Team.
Ready!
Exercise. Down.
1,
Down.
2,
Down.
3,
Down.
4,
Down up.
5,
Down up.
6,
Down up.
7,
Down up.
8.
Down up.
I would say that pararescue is definitely the brotherhood, the camaraderie, and the teamwork, the team function that you see in pararescue is second to none.
One of the toughest parts this weekend was in between my own ears. It's my head. These events aren't very difficult here in this training environment, and they're trying to get that stimulus to get us to that really high stress point.
They are better than they thought they were. Like whenever they first got here, they can push themselves further than they ever thought was possible. There's going to be a lot of times when you're dealing with death of, a family member, death of a teammate. You kissed your family goodbye before you left because you never know what's going to end up happening. If you have a fear of something, then you have to get over that fear. That's the risk that I think everybody's willing to take, and you can't just worry about all this stuff that's going to happen or might possibly happen if the worst should happen. I want to be able to tell my kids one day, like, yep, I was deployed here, I went to these places, I saved these people, like, here's a picture of this dude. You know, here's a picture of me and the students that I used to train, and, you know, just seeing the look on their face from day one when they first show up and they're scared little kids out of basic training, they don't know what's what. Seeing them go from that to the INDOT grad, like they have the confidence, they're sticking their chest out, they're ready to go face the world head on, and they're gonna be able to go out and save lives ultimately. So just instilling that mindset and knowing that I did a good job, that these guys are not gonna quit on the rest of the people that are out there and downrange, it was just a good feeling. So memorial push-ups that we do at the end, we always do those just to remember the guys that have come before us. We try to remind ourselves of the pain that we're putting ourselves through. It means that we're still alive. For those guys that, you know, obviously aren't here anymore, they aren't able to feel any of this stuff that we get to feel. That person made the ultimate sacrifice, you know, that others may live.